The Supreme Court appeared reluctant during a historic oral argument of taking former President Trump's name off the ballot by disqualifying him under the 14th Amendment. Instead, the justices seemed to search for off-ramps that would allow them to avoid ruling on whether January 6th is an insurrection. In the most momentous milestone yet to the patchwork of challenges to Trump's eligibility, the 9 justices for more than 2 hours debated taking the extraordinary step of disqualifying the former president under the 14th Amendment's insurrection ban. Plaintiffs across the country have resurrected the Civil War-era provision to assert that Trump is barred from seeking a second White House term because of his actions surrounding the Capitol riot.
And if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
But the justices in both ideological camps spent little time during the argument discussing Trump's conduct, instead weighing several threshold issues that could preserve the former president's eligibility without reaching the politically fraught issue of January 6th. In particular, several justices like Chief Justice John Roberts seemed concerned about giving a singular state authority to disqualify federal candidates.
I would expect that a goodly number of states will say, whoever the Democratic candidate is, you're off the ballot, and others, for the Republican candidate, you're off the ballot. And it'll come down to just a handful of states that are going to decide the presidential election. That's a pretty daunting consequence.
Other justices questioned whether the 14th Amendment's insurrection ban applies to the office of the presidency, another off-ramp to keep Trump's name on the ballot.
I just finished watching the Supreme Court. It was a beautiful thing to watch in many respects. It's unfortunate that we have to go through a thing like that. I consider it to be more election interference by the Democrats. That's what they're doing.
Although Trump was not in Washington for the arguments, 2 Republican senators who had filed a brief backing the former president, Tommy Tuberville and Roger Marshall, did show up outside the courthouse right before things kicked off.
Now Democrats in the state capitals across the country are trying to kick President Trump off the ballot. They're using legal theory that has never been used before. It goes way beyond the Constitution. It twists the words of our Constitution into something that has never been.